Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Tonight we plunge into the depths of the unknown, to a place where reality blurs and fear takes hold, a place whispered about in hushed tones, a place that has haunted sailors and aviators for centuries. Tonight we journey to the heart of the Bermuda Triangle. Picture this: crystal clear waters shimmering under a sun-drenched sky, a gentle breeze rustling through your hair. It seems like paradise, doesn't it? But beneath this idyllic facade lies an uneasy truth, a chilling history of unexplained disappearances that have left even the most seasoned investigators baffled. Tonight we delve into three of the most perplexing cases, stories that will send chills down your spine and make you question everything you thought you knew. Get ready, because the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle are about to unfold. Our first tale takes us back to December 5th, 1945, a seemingly ordinary day at the Naval Air Station in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers known as Flight 19 took off on a routine training mission. Led by experienced flight instructor Lieutenant Charles Taylor, the squadron, comprised of 14 men, were scheduled for a simple navigational exercise over the Atlantic. Imagine the sun glinting off the wings of the Avengers as they soared through the clear blue sky. They were scheduled to fly east for 120 miles, then north for 77 miles, and finally back to base. A simple triangle, a routine flight, but Flight 19 never returned. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting long shadows across the airfield, a chilling silence descended upon the control tower. Flight 19, which should have been back hours ago, was missing. The control tower crackled with static, the air thick with anticipation, then dread. Where were they? What could have happened? Frantic calls were made, desperate searches were launched, but it was as if Flight 19 had vanished into thin air. The initial search, hampered by worsening weather, yielded nothing. As darkness fell, the chilling realization set in. Something had gone terribly wrong. The next day, a massive search and rescue operation was launched, involving hundreds of ships and planes scouring a vast area of the Atlantic. They searched for days, their hopes dwindling with each passing hour. But the ocean remained a silent, unyielding wall, offering no clues, no wreckage, no answers. The official Navy investigation concluded that the disappearance was due to causes or reasons unknown. But that did little to quell the growing unease surrounding the incident. What happened to Flight 19? Where did they go? The questions lingered, fueling the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. Some speculate that a navigational error led the squadron astray, causing them to run out of fuel and crash into the sea. But Lieutenant Taylor was a seasoned pilot, unlikely to make such a mistake. Others whisper of strange magnetic anomalies in the area, disrupting compasses and sending planes off course. Then there are those who speak of the unexplained radio transmissions received from the squadron, garbled messages hinting at disorientation, fear, and something stranger. Some transmissions spoke of the ocean looking different, the water's color shifting, a strange haze obscuring the horizon. Were these the ramblings of men disoriented and afraid? Or were they witnessing something beyond human comprehension, something that defied logic and explanation? The mystery of Flight 19 continues to haunt us, a chilling reminder of the unknown depths that lie just beyond our understanding. What happened to those 14 men? Did they meet a watery grave, their planes swallowed by the depths, or were they transported somewhere else, lost in a realm beyond our perception? The truth, like the depths of the Bermuda Triangle itself, remains shrouded in mystery. Our journey into the heart of the Bermuda Triangle continues, and this time the ocean claims a behemoth. March 4th, 1918 marked the day the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship, vanished without a trace. Imagine a steel titan, 542 feet long, carrying over 10,000 tons of manganese ore, sailing from Barbados to Norfolk, Virginia. The Cyclops, a Proteus-class collier, was a symbol of American might, a workhorse of the seas. On board were 309 souls, sailors, engineers, and civilians, all going about their duties, unaware of the fate that awaited them. The Cyclops was scheduled to arrive in Norfolk on March 13th. But as the days turned into nights, a chilling silence greeted those awaiting their arrival. The Cyclops, a giant of the seas, had vanished. No distress signals were received, no wreckage was ever found. The Cyclops, along with everyone on board, had simply disappeared. The largest loss of life in the history of the US Navy outside of combat remains an unsolved mystery to this day. Theories abound, each more unsettling than the last. Some blame rogue waves, those towering walls of water that can appear without warning, swallowing ships whole. Others whisper of German U-boats patrolling the Atlantic during the height of World War I, torpedoing the Cyclops and leaving no survivors. But the Cyclops was a massive vessel, not easily sunk even by a torpedo. And wouldn't there be some sign, some debris, some indication of a sinking? The lack of evidence only deepens the mystery. Could it have been a mutiny? Some speculate that the ship's captain, Lieutenant Commander George Worley, was a harsh disciplinarian, and the crew, pushed to their limit, rose up against him. But this theory seems unlikely, given the lack of any prior indication of unrest on board. Then there are those who point to the mysterious nature of the cargo itself. Manganese ore, while not inherently dangerous, can release methane gas when wet. Could a buildup of methane gas have caused an explosion, sinking the Cyclops without a trace? The possibilities are as vast and as deep as the ocean itself. But one thing remains certain. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops stands as a chilling testament to the unforgiving nature of the Bermuda Triangle, a stark reminder that even the mightiest vessels are but specks against the vastness of the sea. What became of the Cyclops and her crew? Did they meet a watery grave, dragged down by some unknown force? Or were they transported to some other dimension, their existence erased from our reality? The answers, lost to the depths, remain elusive, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions and chilling possibilities. Our final tale takes us to December 22nd, 1967. The Christmas season was in full swing, but in the heart of the Bermuda Triangle, a different kind of story was unfolding. This is the story of the Witchcraft, a luxurious cabin cruiser, and its sudden, inexplicable disappearance. Picture this: Miami, Florida, bustling with life, the air thick with the scent of salt and sunscreen. On this seemingly ordinary day, a seasoned mariner, Dan Burak, set sail on the Witchcraft. He wasn't alone. Accompanying him was a close friend, Father Patrick Horgan, a Catholic priest. They were headed to a festive destination, a brightly lit Christmas tree standing tall on the water, a beacon of holiday cheer. Their plan was simple: enjoy the lights, the sea air, and return home. But as the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the water, the Witchcraft vanished. The Coast Guard received a distress call from Burak, reporting a minor issue. He mentioned hitting something, perhaps a submerged object, but assured them it was nothing serious. He gave his location close to the infamous Fowey Rocks lighthouse and ended the call with a chilling statement: "I'm going below to check on something. I'll call you back." That call, that promise to call back, was the last anyone ever heard from Dan Burak or the Witchcraft. The Coast Guard, alerted by the lack of a follow-up call, sprang into action. They raced to the location provided by Burak, their searchlights cutting through the growing darkness. But their search yielded nothing. It was as if the Witchcraft had simply vanished into thin air. Despite an extensive search covering over 150,000 square miles, no trace of the boat, Burak, or Father Horgan was ever found. The disappearance of the Witchcraft is particularly baffling due to the circumstances. Burak was an experienced sailor, familiar with the waters off the coast of Florida. The weather was calm, the seas relatively placid. And then there's the chilling detail of the distress call. What did Burak mean when he said he hit something? Was it simply a minor collision, as he initially believed? Or was it something more sinister, something that ultimately led to the disappearance of the Witchcraft? Some speculate that the Witchcraft collided with a World War II era mine lurking beneath the surface, a deadly relic of a forgotten conflict. Others whisper of rogue waves, those towering walls of water that can appear without warning, swallowing ships whole. But perhaps the most unsettling theory revolves around the presence of Father Horgan. Could his presence on board have somehow angered a supernatural force, a malevolent entity lurking beneath the waves? Was the Witchcraft's disappearance a form of retribution, a sacrifice to appease an ancient, unforgiving power? The truth, much like the wreck of the Witchcraft itself, remains lost to the depths. the case continues to fascinate and frighten, a stark reminder of the unseen forces that may lurk just beyond our perception, waiting to claim the unwary. The Bermuda Triangle, a place of enigmatic disappearances and unexplained phenomena, continues to fascinate and frighten. The stories we've shared tonight are just a glimpse into the chilling mysteries that lie within this infamous region. What forces are at play in this watery abyss? Are these tragedies the result of human error, natural phenomena, or something more sinister, something that defies rational explanation? The answer, my friends, remains elusive. But one thing is for sure. The Bermuda Triangle serves as a chilling reminder of the vastness and power of the unknown, a testament to the fact that there are still mysteries in this world that we may never fully comprehend.